Greetings, Soul Tribe. Happy Tuesday. I trust you all had a wonderful time to relax, catch up on any goals, eat healthy, meditate, and show your gratitude. I am truly grateful that you tuned in today with me as I have come to the completion of this sequel on dating someone incarcerated. I trust that you learned a few helpful tips along your journey if you chose this path. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my helpful tips, guided affirmations, and meditations. For those who are new to my channel, and if this topic resonates with you, please go back and listen to part 1, 2, and 3 before listening to this video today. For those of you who have been tuned in, we've already covered some of the hidden lessons when dating someone behind bars. We also covered how this journey can place you on an emotional roller coaster due to feeling lonely, and we also covered the reality of shared futures. Now in this video, I will be sharing with you some helpful tips on how to utilize your dating journey with someone behind bars as a mirror of your own healing, boundaries, and self-respect. I'll also be sharing with you guided affirmations that you can chant whenever you need a reminder to stay within alignment with your loving and worthy self. Dating someone who is incarcerated can come with many challenges and can come with many benefits. Those challenges are similar to the ones we can face every day, even if we are not dating someone behind bars. Also, there can be challenges for those who are incarcerated looking for love on the outside, which we will get into this topic at a later date. On a positive note, dating someone behind bars can teach you compassion because loving someone through incarceration requires empathy for their struggles and patience with their healing. It can also open doors to work on your own inner healing and build patience, especially if you lack the trait of patience. Compassion also deepens your ability to understand people beyond their mistakes and past history, helping you become more heart-centered and less judgmental in all relationships. It can teach you forgiveness as the situation may involve your loved one's past mistakes and poor decision-making that must be released in order to move forward. It might be a rough journey at first, especially dealing with mixed emotions, the whys, and replaying images of certain crimes they may have committed. But once you master the art of forgiveness, it will be a smooth path for you. When you forgive, it allows you to let go of the things you can't control, especially if it's causing inner pain, resentment, or anger, as these all keep you stuck in a lower frequency, feeling at your worst. Letting go opens the door to inner peace and growth. Another positive is building trust and developing a new skill all at the same time. Trust is often one of the biggest tests when dating in long-distance relationships or even in a challenging relationship. When your loved one is incarcerated, this will magnify your trust building. Rebuilding or maintaining trust becomes essential. Now, I know there's so much to speak on when it comes to building trust because your loved one could have committed a crime that hurt your family or a stranger, which is why rebuilding trust is important. When meeting someone on dating platforms such as inmate.com, you might see someone attractive and their words connect with you, but you don't directly know their history. So over time, if you decide to connect with them, you'll have to build a trusting relationship with them. Rebuilding or maintaining trust becomes essential when dating someone incarcerated. This includes consistency, communication, and choosing to trust in your partner's growth as well. Everyone is on a path to personal growth, evolving, transformation, and self-mastery. When your loved one is incarcerated, just know that they may come across a new faith or path that guides them into the right direction they feel will keep them in alignment on doing better with their life choices. A negative to this type of relationship that happens to most people, rather they are in a divine union with someone incarcerated, someone previously incarcerated, or with someone who has never been incarcerated, is being manipulated. This one is a big one because most of the time, individuals who are vulnerable or looking for love will usually attract individuals who will tell them anything they want to hear for an exchange of something, rather if it's money, a car, or a house, something. They will manipulate you all while you think it's all love, and you might not even be their only victim. Now, I'm not saying every relationship is like this, but it's best to really use your own judgment and pay attention to the signs. If you don't know the signs of being manipulated, make sure to subscribe to my channel and stay up to date, as I will be posting a video on how you can learn if you're being manipulated. Now back to manipulation. Incarcerated partners may say or do what they need to in order to benefit, usually for themselves, or to even maintain a connection and support without full honesty about their true intentions. So this is where you must know their true intentions in order for you to truly connect with someone behind bars. In order to know their true intentions, you have to have an open mind, trust your instincts, and use your judgment, or else this can leave you questioning their true intentions and creates feelings of betrayal, anger, fear, pain, and regret if their actions don't align with their words once they are released. I'm going to share a brief story with you that's related to this negative. There was this one individual who was highly interested in someone whose release date was coming up. I think she said 6 months after they connected. She was beyond excited and ready to finally meet her lover. He would send her letters with his cologne on it, heartfelt poems, and expressed future plans with her once he got out. On the day of his release, she did not hear from him, which she thought was odd because he phoned her every day, and he stated to her that he was going to call her as soon as he got out. She waited days after days, where the days turned into months. He supposedly had a fiance the whole time he was incarcerated, and she felt so broken to the point she never ever trusted this type of relationship again. He then got married 4 months after his release date, which she learned through social media. He then attempted to contact her a few times at different hours of the day, most likely when he was not around his wife, looking to see how she was doing and telling her how he wants to pay her a visit and start a family with her. Once she heard that, she immediately started avoiding his calls and disconnected from him for good. Now, this story shows she was being manipulated the whole time, especially to keep him company while he was inside. This story also leads into financial and the emotional strain one might face while dating someone incarcerated. Supporting someone behind bars often means you may have to cover their canteen or phone calls, travel costs to visit them, or even help them with legal costs, all while carrying your own responsibilities. You can end up investing so much time and money into your partner where you don't receive any financial profit in return. When it comes to your emotions and time, you could feel like you're being held back from accomplishing your goals and also feel emotionally drained from being lonely, which can weigh heavy on you if you haven't developed an emotional stability plan for yourself. This type of imbalance can drain your energy, finances, and your mental and spiritual health, leaving you little room for growth and self-care. Another negative is trusting your loved one after they have been released. You may have built trust while they were inside, but they were limited to practicing acts of physically cheating on you with someone on the outside, or if they hurt one of your family members, you or someone else, they now have access back to the world where they can be triggered to hurting someone else again. Time apart and lack of shared experiences in daily life can create uncertainty about how your partner will adjust outside of prison. The trust that was built during their time inside may not translate easily once they are out. This is where they can also tap into the realm of infidelity, placing you under heartache and loss of trust. This can cause insecurity, doubt, or fear of being let down, making it difficult to feel safe or secure in the relationship, especially if you and your partner live in different countries, states, or provinces. You might not have access to them right away, which can lead to not knowing what their true plans are for when they get out. Here are some helpful tips that you can use when dating someone incarcerated, all while protecting your heart, finances, emotional, and spiritual well-being. First, practice the art of detachment. This will help you maintain your inner peace, reduce stress, and create inner clarity for yourself, all while releasing an emotional attachment to your incarcerated lover. This should be the first tip that you apply, as this can save you down the line of heartbreak if it does occur once they are released. Notice your patterns of giving and receiving. Become more aware of your actions of overgiving to someone who might not even be worth it. The only way you can tell if you're overgiving is if you become aware of your actions and the outcome. Ask yourself, am I overgiving emotionally, financially, and spiritually? Your answer will determine if you are overgiving, but that's only if you're going to be honest and true to yourself. When we are in love, we tend to forget that we can become overgiving to the point we start depleting ourselves in order to keep the spark in love alive. You can journal write your answers in order to become aware of your overgiving trait. Strengthen your boundaries. Before getting into this type of relationship, or if you're already in one, you can strengthen your boundaries in order to build self-respect and gain clarity about what you will and won't tolerate. This is where you gain back your control and power, especially if you feel like your lover is manipulating you. Reflect on your relationship and what it's doing for you. This type of relationship can mirror your own healing journey, showing you where you need to build inner security, patience, and self-love, rather than relying on another person for these. Yes, the waiting period can be very long, lonely, and frustrating. But if you work on building these qualities within yourself, you can then become the master of these qualities that you may lack. See love beyond the physical. With physical presence limited, the relationship teaches you to cultivate emotional intimacy, spiritual connection, and patience. This mirror reminds you that love begins within and grows strongest when it's not based solely on physical attachment. When in a relationship with someone incarcerated, you can feel the weight of feeling drained, or it can awaken you to experience personal growth and love. It can sometimes mirror the areas where you need to heal, set boundaries, and nurture your own self-worth. If you choose this type of relationship, you can use the experience as a tool for inner growth along with building a beautiful foundation with your loved one. But before you enter into this type of relationship, practice the art of detachment so you can still enjoy your loved one's energy at a distance without feeling the pain from heartbreak if it occurs when they are released. Like I always say, you're not in control of every situation that happens to you on the outside. Instead, take each lesson and look at it as a learning experience, which can then add on to your personal growth. This is where you transform pain into wisdom. I trust you follow your heart's desire and wish you the best through this path if you decide to walk in this direction. For guidance along your path, write down and say these guided affirmations for detachment and protecting your heart. I honor my love for you, but I will not lose myself in this love. I remain rooted in my own truth. I release control over what I cannot change, and I trust that divine timing is always at work in my life. My peace does not depend on another's freedom. My peace lives within me. I allow love to flow without clinging, knowing that healthy love does not demand my sacrifice of self. I detach with grace so that love may remain pure and not clouded by fear, control, or expectation. My heart is sacred. No one can manipulate what is rooted in self-love. I see with clarity. I choose honesty over illusions, and I will not be deceived by empty promises. I trust my intuition. If energy feels heavy, I release it. If it feels aligned, I allow it. I am whole on my own. Any love I receive is an addition, not a requirement to my wholeness. I walk in freedom, balance, and discipline. Love flows to me naturally when I honor myself first. Don't forget to share your love story while dating someone incarcerated in the comments. I would love to hear your experience. In my next video, I'll be expressing how betrayal can become your breakthrough and share some tips on forgiveness. Until next time, peace, love, and light.